Hello, my friends. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing today on this beautiful hump day? Today, I want to talk about investing in yourself, and more specifically, investing in coaching. I am gearing up to make my next 10K investment with my own coach. And so it just got me thinking about you guys and the decision of investing in your own personal development. Because I know that for a lot of you, it can bring up some fear and confusion about whether to hire your own coach. And no, this is not some backdoor way to try to entice or convince you to hire me. In fact, my program is full until 2021, so you can't get in anyway, even if you wanted to. However, there is a wait list if you're interested. I'm just saying, the link is down below. I think for a lot of people, the idea of investing in a coach seems like a luxury, which is so interesting to me. I mean, it is, but it isn't, because growing up, we were never taught the critical role that mind management plays in our lives, which, in my opinion, as you probably already know, is the greatest disservice among traditional education, because literally, every single result that you have in your life in this moment and every single result that you don't have in your life but you want is because of the thoughts and beliefs in your brain, bottom line. But many of us don't even know that much, right? We don't even realize how much power we have in our lives. And so when we don't understand the magnitude and value of this work, we pass it off as a luxury, not a necessity. So if you've thought about coaching or you're thinking about coaching, the first quote unquote step is really understanding what you're investing in and, better yet, why you're investing. You must get clear about the value of coaching for you in your life. Right? Like, I think that people who think of coaching as a luxury have this very fluffy idea of what it is, almost like a too good to be true type of thing. So, of course, when you think of it that way, you'll continue to pass it off. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are somebody who is on the fence, it may just mean that you don't fully understand the capacity of coaching yet and what it can actually do for you. The other thing that may be going on if you've thought about investing but haven't yet pulled the trigger is that A, you're not in enough pain, or B, you don't have a strong enough desire for better results. Here's what I mean by that. Our brains are motivated by pain or pleasure. Anything in between can be characterized as comfort zones. And comfort zones can be dangerous territory in the sense that they can keep us stuck and not growing for a very, very, very long time. And let me tell you guys, it is much harder to push yourself out of that comfort zone via intrinsic motivation to grow and evolve to your next level than it is to be forced out of your comfort zone by pain, which is why most of my clients come to me in a lot of pain, immense dissatisfaction. I can't continue one more day at this job or spend another second swimming in this much confusion any longer. It's a much more rare occurrence that I get a client who comes to me and says, "Hey, Shaina, I love my job. I make about $100,000 a year. There's nothing necessarily wrong with my life, but I want more. I want to push myself to that next level. I want to grow my business to 7 figures and travel more and be more confident." Definitely not as common, because the latter requires you to reach deep inside of you and connect to compelling reasons and strong desires to want, out of pleasure, not pain, to get to that next level. So when it comes to pain and pleasure, it's just something to notice in yourself and gauge where you're at. Ask yourself, how much pain am I in? How much pain am I willing to experience before I do something about it? How badly do I want this result that I claim to want? Where am I just comfortable and not growing? How important is that next level of growth to me? What am I willing to do to get to that next level? Really powerful, insightful questions, you guys. To date, I have personally invested tens of thousands of dollars in my own coaches. And I do not mean trainings and certifications. I mean life coaches. In the next couple of years, as I evolve more and more, I expect to invest closer to hundreds of thousands of dollars because I think of coaching as an absolute necessity. And yes, coaches have coaches. I was talking to a client the other day and she was like, wait, you have a coach? And I was like, yeah, of course. Because although I self-coach daily, we are way too close to our own shit that having that space and mirror is pure gold. And let me tell you, I have zero mind drama about investing in coaching. Like zero. For me, I go by a feeling. If I come across a coach or a program that speaks to me and I get that feeling of fuck yeah, I'm all in. No matter what it takes, I have to do this. It doesn't matter how much money it is. It doesn't matter what it includes. I've invested with coaches who I had been following for a long time, and I've invested in coaches who I only read a few emails from, never once even listened to their podcast or whatever. And maybe some of you are like, why? You just went for it without skipping a beat? Yeah. Because for starters, I honor that fuck yeah, leap of faith, exciting yet terrifying feeling. But more importantly, one, I am highly dedicated and committed to my own personal growth in life, in business, and relationships. And two, I see a return of investment every single time. My brain evolves with each investment. So as the quality of my thoughts evolve, my confidence increases, my bank account increases, my relationships deepen, my overall quality of life gets better and better and better. So of course, I continue to invest. If I give someone $10 and I get $100 back, that's a no-brainer for me, right? I know what I'm investing in and why I'm investing in it. But that has not always been the case for me. I used to have thoughts like, it's too expensive. It's too good to be true. There are so many free tools online. I have enough self-discipline. I can totally go at it alone. And man, did I try to go at it alone for years. I struggled for years trying to convince myself of that I could do it all by myself. And I made all the mistakes and was on what felt like the longest, bumpiest ride ever. I'll do a whole other video about that some other time, but right now I want to talk about the going at it alone mentality because we are all guilty of it one time or another. We all try to pinch pennies, save time, and avoid risk by DIYing. But what happens a lot of the time, and I know this through my own experience and that of my new clients who had been going at it alone before they came to me, is that we can actually prolong the results we want and spend more time and more money. Like, think about doctors, okay? I'm not a doctor, although I like to think I am sometimes. And I'll just get on Google and self-diagnose. I know that some of y'all do that. We'll try to avoid a visit to our doctor or urgent care or the ER, right? Taking time and going to the office and paying the copayment and getting a referral to a specialist and picking up a prescription. The whole thing, it's just too much. But at the end of the day, I'm not an expert in the medical field. So let's say that I wake up one morning with a weird, itchy, bumpy rash. And at first, I'm like, okay, it's not a big deal. It's about a 1 or 2 on the pain chart. It's there. I don't like it. Not ideal, but I ignore it and hope it goes away. Days later, still there. So I run over to the pharmacy, grab some ointment that looks good, and I rub it on there. Well, weeks later, still isn't gone. And now it's getting bigger and itchier and redder. So I get on Google and I start Googling. I run back to the pharmacy, grab some coconut oil, I don't know, and try some homeopathic route. A few weeks go by, not any better. And then finally, I get to my breaking point. I call my doctor, I go into the office, he writes a prescription, and it clears up in 48 hours. Like, so much wasted time and energy and actually more money when I could have just nipped it in the butt to begin with, right? But nah, I wanted to go at it alone until I was in enough pain. Like, that's how a lot of people go about their emotional health and mental well-being. They're like, yeah, this thing in my life, not crazy about it, not ideal, I don't feel all that great. And they just let it fester, hoping it'll go away, or fingers crossed something will change. And it gets worse, and then they try to self-diagnose through watching some YouTube videos or reading a book for some more information and try to go at it alone until it just gets unbearable. That's when people come to me. That go at it alone mentality can actually prolong the results we want. Okay, and quickly, just because this is kind of a funny story, it's like this time in college, I didn't have much money because I was in college, but my hair was due for some color and highlights. So my best friend and I at the time, we went to CVS, we bought some $29 dye in a box, and the result was terrible. My hair came out this awful brown color with some deep red undertones. So we went back to CVS, we bought another $29 kit to try and reverse what we had done. Like, idiots, right? And I'm not kidding you, my hair turned bright orange, the color of an actual carrot. And again, not kidding, I was starting a new job the very next day. I had to actually and literally wear a wig to my first day at this new job. Long story short, I made an appointment with my hairstylist, and it took 2 full visits at $100 a pop to fix it. So my point is, what started out as me trying to cut corners and DIY the results I wanted when I had little to no skill set in cosmetology, it ended up costing me way more money, way more time, and way more stress. Again, my point is the very twisty, turny road that a lot of us take to avoid going all in. And again, this isn't me saying go all in and hire a coach today, but rather just notice when you're tiptoeing around and what result that's creating. You just want to be aware of it all and notice what's serving you and what's not. Like, a lot of my new clients will come to me and say, oh, I wish I had done this a lot sooner. I've spent years in confusion trying to figure it out by myself. And I get it. I've done it too. So here are some questions I want to offer you if you're thinking about investing in coaching. How important is my mental and emotional well-being to me? Like, there are a lot of people whose number one priority is their physical health, right? People who work out every single day and eat super healthy because they see the value in it. They have good reason to go all in on their physical health. So just look at the reasons why you may want to invest the time and or money, or the reasons why you may not want to invest the time and or money. How important is it to you to feel good? How important is it to you to level up and get to that next level of growth? How important are your goals? You want to identify where your priorities are so that you can make decisions either way about how you want to utilize your time and your money. There's no right or wrong here, you guys, but own your decision either way. Because the worst thing that you can do is blame the world and your circumstances for why you're not happy or for why you're not winning. Don't do that. There are tools and experts at your exposure. So whether you go at it alone or hire a coach, it's up to you. But just like your reason for your decision. Easy peasy. And lastly, what is it costing me not to invest? Like going back to the physical health example, for some people, not working out or not hiring a trainer or eating healthy would be costing them their energy level, their heart health, their confidence, right? This is a really powerful question to sit with and ponder. Like often people will think that coaching is too expensive. But listen, you're talking to somebody who paid her first one-on-one coach $9,000 when I was in the red, because what it was costing me not to invest was much higher. It was costing me my happiness, my quality of life, my business not growing, not being able to leave my day job, all the things. So the question of what is it costing me not to invest is one worth answering for yourself. Okay, oy vey. This was a long video, you guys, but I hope it helped a little bit. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. My 2021 waitlist is down below if you are interested in working with me in the new year. And I will talk to you next week.